Hello and welcome to Review with You. Today we're going to review DiGiorno's Rising Crust Pepperoni Pizza. We need to set the oven at 400 and cook for 18 minutes. I've just pulled the pizza out of the box and this is what we get. Our judges today are Tommy and Faith over here, and they will be judging the pizza on mouthfeel, cheese to crust to sauce ratio, cardboard likeness, and what Jesus would react to this pizza. Thank you. I just took the pizza out of the oven, and it looks like this. Smells delicious, but doesn't taste good. All right, let's try our pizza there, judges. All right, judges, let's review our pizza. How is the mouthfeel, Tommy, to this pizza?
10 out of 10.
And I give this a 2 thumbs up.
What is the ratio of crust to sauce to cheese to toppings?
Not enough cheese. I give it a sad face.
It's too much sauce. I'm disappointed.
How does it feel like cardboard? The cardboard likeness.
It is not like cardboard. I'm confused about that.
I tried it and it's on the spongy side.
And how would the Bible and people and Jesus would feel about this?
You know, Jesus would not feed 10,000 people with this.
The people in the Bible would say it's better than manna.
So overall, Tommy, how do you feel about this pizza?
It's okay.
Faith?
I like the crust. That's it.
Thanks for joining us today with Review for You of DiGiorno Rising Crust Pizza. Back to you, Carl.
Well, that was interesting. I think we've come to the part in this coronavirus pandemic where we are completely not even paying attention to the fact that we've lost our minds. We are going to be reviewing frozen pizza for the next few weeks, but also thinking about the way that God is continuing to work with us. As we look at DiGiorno, the one thing you often think about DiGiorno, if you've ever seen the commercials in the past 30 years, is the fact that it is the pizza with the self-rising crust. And as I thought about that, and as I thought about how the pandemic and everything coming on with it, and how we're not sure how we're going to handle childcare, or we're going to handle work, or whether work's going to come back, or whether we're going to have to leave work now that we have come back. The one thing I think is important to remember is that we serve a God who is never down for the count. We serve the God who died and rose again on the third day, resurrected. And so as I thought about that this week, I wanted to share a passage out of 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Here's what we read. Now, let me ask you something profound yet troubling. If you became believers because you trusted the proclamation that Christ is alive, risen from the dead, how can you let people say that there is no such thing as a resurrection? If there's no resurrection, there's no living Christ. And face it, if there's no resurrection for Christ, everything we've told you is smoke and mirrors, and everything you've staked your life on is smoke and mirrors. Not only that, but we would be guilty of telling a string of barefaced lies about God. All these affidavits we passed on to you, verifying that God raised up Christ, sheer fabrications if there's no resurrection. Friends, resurrection means that we have new life in Christ. It means that we no longer have to fear death. And I think it also might mean that we no longer have to fear that the kind of time that we're in right now is going to be how it always is. We serve a God who we know is faithful, a God who watches out for us, and a God who brings us back to life even from the brink of death. This is good news for us today. And if it takes watching a pizza review of self-rising crust pizza to remember that, so be it. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.